Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Here's your brother in the spiritual struggle coming right back at you, explaining, help you make sense of all the crazy things happening in this last days of human existence upon this planet. Because whether you want to accept the reality, whether you want to believe what I'm telling you here, and by the way, this spiritual and Bible-based platform are not based in a non-religious belief. See, they are not religious belief. I don't believe in religions, ladies and gentlemen. Religion is a man-made, inspired by the fallen angel. It's the greatest trick play on the human mind. Okay, which means that when I come on here, you probably will have the perception or you will have the conditioned idea in your mind that I'm here to talk to you about religious beliefs. You couldn't be further from the truth. Okay? So please, ladies and gentlemen, let us start. So I'm gonna help you understand, so that you don't be going around asking you why this, why that. And by the way, what I talk about here is not my opinion. It's not my it's not how I say things, my point of view. I'm giving you reality that you can do your own research upon. That's why I said, do not believe me. I'm just a messenger of God. But then again, I am an imperfect human being. And so if you don't believe this and you don't take it at face value, do your research. Ladies and gentlemen, the reality is that ever since humanity disobeyed our Creator, we have been living under a false reality. We have been living under delusional reality, okay? Everything is a lie. Everything works. The more you lie, the more powerful you become. If not, then ask the politicians, okay? They have manipulated and they have worked the masses. Remember how they worked? Problem, reaction, solution. Throughout history, that's how they do. They create problems, then they wait for your reaction, then they come with the solutions, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, and by the way, they keep changing on you. If not, look at this pandemic that we've been having. I mean, the experts have turned this pandemic almost into a freaking joke. And you know why? Because they know you've been had. They know that that it's too late. It's too late for your mind to become a critical thinking thing. No, you're done. You're not allowed to think. Shut up, have a seat, listen to what we're telling you. And it doesn't matter how many times we are gonna flip-flop or change things up on you, you must accept it. All right, so here we go. I'm just going to read this and then read a couple of verses from the Bible, and then we're done. So it's going to be a short video. I don't always say this, but this time it will be the truth, because tomorrow is a working day. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Okay? This is it, by the way. This is humanity's last chance, ladies and gentlemen. Because the purpose of this video is for you to know, to accept what we have become. We have become miserable, disobeying souls, creatures. Okay? And that's why we see things from everything from a paradigm. The paradigm of lies, the paradigm of games. Okay, there's no doubt that humanity is at its final precipice. of all time throughout human history, and he knows it. He knows that since it is lost in its self-created cocoon of stupidity, ridiculousness, and foolery, etc., etc., ladies and gentlemen, through societal programming, predictive programming, social conditioning, that's how you get to control the masses. In fact, Mr. Bill Gates, he gave how many millions to the media? Okay? This man has bought the media in the United States. The only thing that this was done behind doors, the only reason he's doing it out on the open, ladies and gentlemen, is to tell you to your face what they've been doing behind doors, okay? It's because they know they got you. So in other words, slowly but surely, they're going to bring things to your face, because there's nothing you can do about it anyway, because you've been believing these people. You fell into their games. So since humanity is lost in its own created cocoon of stupidity, ridiculousness, and foolery, way deep in its own created false reality, satanic matrix system, humanity knows that it needs a way out of this. Hence the reason why he constantly mentioned the word New World Order, World Economic Reset. And since the God of this world, Satan, which the regular folk call him extraterrestrial beings, ladies and gentlemen, man's desires upon this earth has always been, and it is today more than ever, to play God. And you may say, Ruben, why? Why does man want to do that? Because when you are possessed by the spirit, by the God the God of this world, the devil, that old serpent called the devil, Satan, the dragon, when you are possessed by this garbage, you adopt his mentality, you adopt his character. So isn't that what he wanted to do? He wanted to dethrone. He wanted to do a celestial coup against the Creator, which is ridiculous, but it's okay. Okay? It wasn't done. It cannot be done. It will never be done. He lost in the past, and he will lose in the future. Okay? So men have become man's desire is to become God. But unfortunately, like the little brat, like the little evil brat, like the evil naughty soul that he is, and he has become, he is foolishly and hopelessly bad at it. Men cannot be God. That's ridiculous. That's beyond ridiculousness. Okay? So, I'm going to give it to you, and you take it or leave it. Okay? Let me just tell you, the United States of America, which is the second beast, okay, mentioned on chapter 11. Okay? Let me read it. Let me read you the first chapter 13 of Revelation. Chapter 13, Revelation chapter 13, verse 11 says the following, which talks about the United States. And beheld another beast coming out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. 12. And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them which dwelt therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. Now, first of all, if you read the Revelation chapter 13, from verse 1 to verse 11, in fact, the whole chapter, and then you go to chapter 17 in Revelation, it's going to tell you who this first beast is. It's the Roman Catholic Church, ladies and gentlemen. See, every religion has come out of, Christendom came out of a political system, because the same psychological game that politicians play on the masses, the religions do as well. In fact, they are birth at the same, they are feathers at the same birth, and here's what I mean. And please don't believe me, do your own research. 501c, let us see, 501c3. Yeah, do your research on that. You know what that is? That's a tax code, which means that no religions in the United States pay taxes, because they are supposedly what? Charity organization, which is a lie. Now you may say, well, how come the IRS can do this? Because they have countless money that they steal from the hard-working people. Okay, here we go. So the United States is the second beast, which came out of the earth. The first beast came out of the sea, out of water, which means people, multitude, and nations and people. Okay, so the United States has created, let me just tell you what the United States has done. The United States created Saddam Hussein. They put him in power. The United States put and gave and made sure that Hitler, back in the Third Reich, Hitler, and not only the United States, but also the Roman Catholic Church, the first beast. Okay? Made sure that she was there helping them. In fact, the former Pope was known as what? The Little Nazi. He was part of Germany. He was German. Okay, so here we go. So the United States has created many nations. I mean, have given them power, I should say. Hitler, North Korea, China, and I know this. Oh, I've been studying this. China has become, in fact, China has a tremendous effect on the United States dollar. The United States owes China, ladies and gentlemen, about $1 trillion. I think it's $1 trillion, yes. Okay? I think it's $1 to $3 trillion. The United States owes China that. So don't believe this. Oh, by the way, the United States also created who? The Saudi government, the Taliban in Afghanistan. That's why they left all the equipment there. Okay. The English put the Rothschild, put the false holy people. I mean, because since we are living in a false reality world under a big lie, we might as well, we might as well go all the way in on it and make the people believe that the people living in the Holy Land are actually God's chosen people when there is a lie. Because if you study history and you go to the word Ashkenaz, even in Hebrew, the Ashkenaz, which means the Jewish people in the Holy Land, the present holy people in the Holy Land. So you understand? The one that people think are the holy people in the Holy Land right now, they're not. Everything is a lie. What did I just tell you? Ashkenazi, which is the Jewish people, in Hebrew means German. The people that are in the Holy Land are actually Germans, ladies and gentlemen. Even Hitler was a German. Do your research. Do you know that Lenin was a German too? He's a Jewish. Do you know that Karl Marx, who supposedly hates Jewish people, ladies and gentlemen, he was a Jewish? Do your research. Do not believe in the lie. The problem is that since humanity has been subjected to this false reality, then no wonder they have followed the reality and they have given themselves up to the lie. And that's why they have become victim of the lie. Because remember what it says in Genesis? Let me just tell you what it says in Genesis right now. Genesis chapter 3, verse 6. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof, and did eat, and gave it also unto her husband with her, and he did eat. So you understand? We have been living under this falsehood forever. So humanity has become easy to work. Humanity has become too easy for the spirit to make them do evil, to make sure they kill each other, to make sure to influence, to impact their behavior. Here we go. So forget about China attacking the United States of America. For that matter, Russia as well. They both know the result of such a move. Everybody knows. And not only that, but the creator of this ungrateful creation upon this planet, this ungrateful and rebellious creation upon this planet will not allow. First, he's got to take his people out of harm's way. Now, do you know where? Do you know that the United States So, ladies and gentlemen, I digress. So, forget about it. As they say in Brooklyn, New York, which is where I grew up. Forget about it, okay? Forget about it. This ain't gonna happen. No war. In fact, the nuclear weapons, the nuclear rockets, they are going to go up against Christ when he returns upon this earth. And the silly rabbit, the silly cattle human being are going to try to attack him, just like they did on the Roman system when they killed him. So this time the devil wants to make sure, wants humanity to think that they're going to make sure to kill him this time. Ladies and gentlemen, it's sad, really, because the devil knows the outcome. Anyway, so this society, again, the spirits know which psychology to work, which psychology operation to play on the human being, on the human creation. He has played so many of them. I just told you many of them, some of them. Religions, the politician's game is unbelievable. And people have fallen. They, just like our first mother, they have what? And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, so they think politics is good. They think by listening and following their leaders, following the leader, following the leader, wherever he may go. Huh. Remember? Peter Pan, following the leader, right? So the United States, humanity all over the planet thinks, hey, it was a good idea to follow the leaders. Well, wrong idea. See? Look what is happening in Australia. Look what's happening in Austria. Look what's happening in Brussels. Look what's happening all over this planet, which, by the way, they knew this people were going to, because you can only push the human spirit so much. And they knew that humanity was going to react to all this lockdowns, to protesting, this jab passport, things like that. So, ladies and gentlemen, please. I mean, and while all of this is going on, you know what's the priority of so many individual states in the United States is to be more ridiculous. Okay, because when you don't have a plan, when you know you've done wrong, you become your best bet is to become more ridiculous. Let me just tell you, in some states in the United States, they're talking about legalizing drugs. Heck, it's been legalized for instance, marijuana has been legalized for many years in California and other states as well. Today in Minnesota, it is the governor there, Tim Walz, made a proclamation, Transgender Day proclamation, remembrance. Ladies and gentlemen, can you believe this? See, so you see what man does? Doesn't that exactly shows what I just told you? Okay, that man has adopted, because he's possessed by this evil spirit. He has adopted the devil's, their father. In God we trust, the one that's on the money. In God we trust. Well, they have adopted their. They have adopted the character and the mentality and their spirit. So everything that God created, a woman and a man, and that's where all life came out of. Well, guess what? These leaders in different states are saying no to what God created, even though they themselves came out of a male and a female relationship, a heterosexual relationship. Ladies and gentlemen, it's sad. See, No wonder humanity is in the mess that it is, because it has gone against its own nature, against its own very essence. And when you do that, you go against the one that created you. So anyway, to control the masses, they have come up with many different fancy words. Here are some of them: racism, Antifa, CRT, which is critical race theory, which is being taught in some kids in school to hate, to safe hatred, to hate their color. Come on, man. Everything should be about love, healing, understanding one another, following the 10 Commandments, repenting of our sins. Because the first step to forget about this new world order, which doesn't make any sense. How can you talk about a new world order when it's going to be governed by the same humans, which got faults that will always follow man? Of course, soon it's going to come to an end, because God is going to come rescue humanity, his own creation. Because he's going to come back for his people, and we are going to be on this earth. We're not going to go up to some heaven like the rapture lie, like that movie Left Behind. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, the devil have been on the attack on so many levels. It's so hard for people to even see it, to conceive it, to pay attention. So they might as well, because of their ignorance, they just give in, including God's people. Here we go: racism, Antifa, critical race theory, politics, religions, and the players moving this are George Soros, Bill Gates, the Rockefeller family, the Rothschild, and now of course Joe Biden, pushing all of this. The reason government throughout the earth are making mandates, ladies and gentlemen, is not because they care about you. It's about control. They want to control you. Because remember, under this matrix, satanic system, they are playing gods. Why? To make sure that they'll kill as many people as possible. And they do it in the movie and the cartoon predictive programming. Man is destroying this earth to come up with, I mean, you name it, through chemtrails, you name it. Okay? Please take a look at the links that I will send you, okay? God bless you. But before I go, let me go to Isaiah chapter 5. Chapter 5, Isaiah chapter 5, verse 13. Therefore my people are gone into captivity, because they have no knowledge, and their honorable men are famished, and their multitude dried up with thirst. Ladies and gentlemen, that is exactly what is going to happen in these last days. Okay? This is exactly the same, the thing that is going to happen in these last days. This is humans' last chance. This is humans' last precipice. Okay? There is no doubt that humanity is on its final precipice. And there's no turning back, baby. So we have to do it on an individual basis. We have to acknowledge, we have to accept the garbage that we have become, and kneel and ask God for forgiveness of our sins. Believe me, ladies and gentlemen, I kid you not, I've been doing this for years. I've been having a beautiful relationship with my Creator, and believe me, it pays off. That's why I am compelled to share this with you, this gospel. The gospel is the truth, the reality. Okay? The evil men upon this earth They don't mean to be evil, they just are. Because remember, power corrupts absolutely. The more power they have, the more they think they can, the more they can push on the masses, the more they can do whatever. I love you all. This is all about a love, ladies and gentlemen. I don't care what color of skin, where you come from, it doesn't matter. As I was growing up in Brooklyn, New York, ladies and gentlemen, many, many years ago, my best friends were whites, Asians, and Hispanics. Because I didn't see human being in like where they from or what color of their skin. We are one. Now the reality is that God has separated the 12 tribes of Israel. I belong to one of them. And I'm here to tell you, it is time to wake up, regardless whether you are part of the 12 tribes of Israel or not. It doesn't matter. If you come to God, in fact, if you don't even belong to any of the tribes of Israel, and you come to God, you will be treated even more, much better than the people that are God will regard you even more because you're not even supposed to be, yet here you are. You understand? May God. I mean, look what happened in Wisconsin, ladies and gentlemen. Two things happened in Wisconsin. This young man who actually did practice self-defense. He was about to get murdered and killed by these crazy people, all right? And yet these people are what? Going against and protesting all over the place. Humanity has gone crazy. And the powers that be, the people that control, that are under control, ladies and gentlemen, the people that actually control this whole shenanigan, this whole game, they love it. That's why they love when people kill each other. Okay? In fact, and the other thing happened today. A man put the pedal to the metal and ran over some people that were celebrating a Christmas. You know what Christmas is? I've been telling you. Christmas is the excuse. A Christmas celebration is the devil's excuse to do whatever he wants, because that's his party. You come to his party, you are compromised. Why you think Joe Biden acts the way he acts? Because this man is full of demons like you cannot even imagine unless you know the enemy. So now, I don't know exactly how many people died today in Wisconsin, because there was a high school parade. This guy came out of nowhere driving in a SUV, running over people. There's a lot of people injured, and there's some of them that are dead. They didn't even see it coming. Ladies and gentlemen, please. You come to the devil's party, you will find he would take joy in when you are celebrating his day, because that's what Christmas is. He wants blood. He got it today in Wisconsin. Ladies and gentlemen, I love you all, no matter where you are, okay? And there's more, okay? There's more. And remember, the purpose of this video is to help humanity understand what we're fighting up against, what we're up against. Our fight is not against flesh and blood. Our fight is spiritual. It's against the princes of this, the princes of the air, the governments of this earth. Okay? Because it's a spiritual war, and the governments of this earth are possessed. The church, the Roman Catholic Church, are possessed. God bless you. Take care. Do not forget the links, okay? Bye-bye.